Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic Sean's View End. Your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash Sean's View End.
Is it going to be the end of days for WWE and its superstars across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT? Whether it be a Monday night, a Tuesday night, a Friday night, or a PLE night. Ladies and gentlemen, according to those in the know, the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, there is some serious talks about Baron Corbin making a return to the WWE. What would you think about that? Have you missed him? Do you think he would be utilized correctly? In my opinion, I think the WWE had a really good thing going with him, with his gimmick where he was broken, where he was homeless, where he didn't have anything left. I think there could have been a lot more chapters. I think there could have been a lot more done to that character and that storyline and that entire angle with Baron Corbin several years ago, where Baron Corbin seemingly lost everything, and the WWE, again, could have drew this out and make it compelling and entertaining, but this is the creative team that we are talking about, so maybe they weren't able to make it so creative. But what are your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on Baron Corbin and his potential return to the WWE? Again, rumor and innuendo, because I know people like to throw me death threats because, that rumor didn't happen. Again, I hate to sound like a broken record and go over the same thing over and over again. We discuss rumor, gossip, speculation, hearsay, innuendo. Whether it happens or not is ultimately not up to me. And as we all know, things can change on the fly day by day. Again, this is why we do multiple videos a day to keep you in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most definitive. Also, another retirement. It would appear as if Ronda Rousey has fully retired following last night's MMA bout where she won in some 16 to 17 seconds. Ronda Rousey got the victory. Now, there was a lot of rumor and chatter since she had such a strong showing that she may have, struck a deal with WWE, or she might have signed a deal, or she might return to professional wrestling. However, according to those that know, it seems like she is fully retired from everything except from her home, from her space. She wants to be with her children. She wants to have more kids. So it seems like Rowdy Ronda Rousey won't be appearing anytime soon for any wrestling promotion, if ever again. But even though Ronda Rousey says never again, as we always hear, as we always know, never say never in the world of professional wrestling. And let's just hope that this next thing that we're about to talk about really truly is a never, because I want you to picture something for a second. WrestleMania 42, Night 1, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, the biggest stage in professional wrestling. Over a month ago, Randy Orton lost the main event to Cody Rhodes with the undisputed WWE Championship on the line. The cameras are rolling, millions of people watching live around the world on ESPN. And then Randy Orton starts the walk back to the curtain. He takes one step, then another, then he stops, he grabs his back, and he keeps walking. It takes him 10 minutes to make it up that ramp. 10 minutes to walk a distance that most wrestlers cover in about 40 seconds. WWE interviewer Jackie Redmond watched the entire thing happen and said on the post show, "I don't know when we will see Randy Orton again." He was moving very slowly, very gingerly. He was limping. He was grabbing his back. A blank stare ahead. Engaged with absolutely nobody, did the Viper Randy Orton. That was March 28th of this year. Randy Orton has not wrestled a single match in WWE since. And now I have to tell you about a 47-year-old Irish warrior who has been gone for 6 months. A man with 16 years of loyalty to this company, a man whose name has gone strangely silent, and a man who could be on a release list, very well could be, that has already claimed 24 names over the last few weeks in the WWE. 2 legends, true crossroads, and one terrifying question I have for my viewers, my fans, and my subscribers that I gotta express to you. What if neither of them ever wrestles again for the company? What is up, everybody? This is SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and speculation in the tabloid lane. Everything you are about to hear is based off opinion, reporting, gossip, rumor, and entertainment purposes. Buckle in, because this one is absolutely going to go places. You have to understand that Randy Orton's back problems are not new. He has been written off WWE television, and now there is a feeling, again, not confirmed, but there is a feeling that Randy Orton may just be forced to retire or call it a day. Now, this is not tabloid invention. This is not speculation. This is a documented medical history that has shadowed Randy Orton his entire career. Randy Orton, it goes all the way back to 2011. SmackDown in Indianapolis. Randy Orton was in a Falls Count Anywhere match against Wade Barrett. The brawl spilled out of the ring. Orton ended up the bottom of a flight of stairs. WWE physician at that time examined him days later. The diagnosis, quote, Randy suffered a herniated disc on the L4 and L5 level of the left side, and this is resulting in pain and weakness down his leg. A herniated disc in his back causing nerve damage. That was 15 years ago, and he kept wrestling. He kept going. He kept performing for you. He kept doing RKOs out of nowhere. He kept taking bumps, and he kept pushing his body for 15 more years after that. In 2022, he was sidelined for over a year and a half because of his back. There was even rumor and speculation that once Randy Orton returns, that he would not be able to do the RKO anymore. He had fusion surgery. He should have never came back. Randy Orton should have never returned. And people actually wondered if he would ever return. But he came back at Survivor Series in 2023 in November, and the wrestling world celebrated. But here is what nobody wants to talk about. A back that has been broken does not stay fixed forever. Fusion surgery transfers stress to the discs above and below the fusion site, and over time, those discs can fail too. And then, ladies and gentlemen, came WrestleMania 42. Because what happened the night before WrestleMania and what happened during that match and what happened after paints a picture that the WWE locker room is whispering about right now. Hours before bell time at WrestleMania 42, reports started circling that Randy Orton was, quote, hurting. Back problems acknowledged a real concern. This is huge, guys. This is absolutely major. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reports the plan was for Orton to win the match against Cody Rhodes with the provision that the plan could change based on his injury status. Well, let that sink in for a second. The most successful corporate event of the year, the undisputed WWE Championship, and WWE was telling people backstage that the script for the main event might have to change on the fly because Randy Orton might not physically be able to make it home. The plan changed. Cody won. Orton attacked him after the bell, punted him in the head, but it was the kind of attack that you do when you cannot move freely, short, sharp, and done. And then came the walk. His entrance walk to the ring, over 5 minutes, slow, methodical. People at the time thought it was a character work. Cerebral Orton building tension, but what if it was not character work? But what if it was the only speed his back would let him move? During the match, multiple commentators knowing Orton was working on his back multiple times, reaching, adjusting, restricted movement. Cole said on commentary, the signs were there for anyone paying attention. And after he lost, the 10-minute walk to the back with the blank stare, the limp, the pain. A man at the top of his profession just got beaten in front of the world and could barely walk away from it. But here is where the story takes a turn that should send a chill to every WWE fan watching, because what happened in the weeks after WrestleMania is even more telling than what happened during the match. Randy Orton did not appear on SmackDown after WrestleMania. He did not appear on the SmackDown the week after that. He did not even appear at Backlash 2026 in any sort of rematch. He has not been on WWE television at all for 6 straight weeks as of right now. For a 14-time world champion with a contract that runs through 2029, who just main evented night 1 of WrestleMania, 6 weeks of total silence is not normal. WWE has now advertised him for the May 29th SmackDown in Spain. That is their natural return plan, and on the surface, that is good news. But here is what nobody is asking. What is he going to do when he gets there? Where does Orton fit in this whole equation? He does not right now because he is no longer the immediate top contender. And the speculation around the wrestling world is starting to crystallize. Some are saying Orton comes back as a non-physical character, a manager, a mentor, an on-air authority figure who never takes a bump again, perhaps a general manager, maybe a commissioner of WWE. Some are saying he comes back for 1 or 2 matches a year, building towards a real retirement match, maybe a WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia, maybe at his hometown show in St. Louis, maybe at SummerSlam 2026, right in front of his family. And again, retirement is definitely being talked about. And again, there's a lot of rumor, gossip, and speculation about Sheamus. Could Sheamus be next? Could Sheamus be next on the chopping block of World Wrestling Entertainment? Ladies and gentlemen, under normal WWE circumstances, that would be a routine recovery situation for Sheamus. A veteran taking time off, comes back when ready, standard. But this is not normal WWE circumstances. This is TKO WWE, and TKO is a different beast entirely. TKO just released over 24 wrestlers after WrestleMania 42. Pay cuts have been handed out to talent with 2 days to decide. Veterans with decades of service who have been pushed aside. The corporation is in cost-cutting mode like nothing the wrestling world has seen ever before. So now 2 wrestlers, 2 superstars, 2 legends, 2 future Hall of Famers could be gone, retired, along with Rowdy Ronda Rousey following MMA's event last night. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on all of this, because if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean View. Stay true to this very show. Subscribe.